As the two friends talked, Samuel asked him, "Joseph, hasn't the time come for you to change your mind? How goes it with you? The last time I was here, you were mooning about marrying some girl. But I see by the look of the premises that no one lives here but you. You're still a bachelor." Her father refused you then? "Come with me to Jerusalem." "She accepted me," protested Joseph, leaping to his feet. "We are to be married in a few days." "A few days? You mean that?" "Yes, we set the time almost 3 months ago today." "Then where is she?" asked Samuel. "Where is the excitement? Where are the wedding preparations?" Joseph looked distressed. "You see, Samuel," he explained, "she has a cousin who has not been in the best of health. She went to see that cousin. I am expecting her any day back." "You're still hard to figure out," grumbled Joseph. "But look here, Joseph, I am with a caravan that rests in Nazareth tonight. We are taking, along with our merchandise, a troupe of Roman minstrels who will make a tour of eastern cities singing the Roman songs. Come down with me this evening to the campfire. Let's have supper together and sing a few songs for old time's sake and talk more about our affairs. Will you do that?" That sunset found Joseph at the camp with his friend by a small fire of dried twigs. They ate bread and cheese and listened to the roistering voices of the minstrels, who sang to the accompaniment of a stringed instrument on which the musician played a little padded with hammers. One sang an ode of Pindar, the lyric poet of Greece. Another chanted of Dionysius, the god of wine and drama, who had changed his name to Bacchus and made himself a Roman. Pagan songs, yarns, stories. "Now you're hearing something," gloated Samuel. "Not those old, sickening old psalms. Did you hear that song of the God and the woman?" "Yes," replied Joseph. "These men are simply pagans, worshippers of false gods in whom they do not really believe anyway. But their gods are not real. Their stories are false. They are just inventions. The singers themselves laugh at them." "Of course, Joseph. And does that not have a personal meaning for you?" "I do not follow, Samuel," said Joseph. "You must speak clearly. Didn't I tell you a year ago that I would fight for the freedom of the people?" "Yes, I remember," said Joseph. "Do you remember I invited you to join me? And do you remember what reason you gave me?" "Yes," replied Joseph. "Certainly. I said that we must put our trust in the promises of God. And your God promised a deliverer, isn't it?" "Right," replied Joseph, "who was to be God's own son and born of a virgin. Am I now not quoting the prophecies?" "Yes, Samuel," replied Joseph, "and it is on those very prophecies that you were relying." "Yes. Well then." Samuel crept forward. He was lying on his stomach, his vast legs lost in shadow, but his face, resting on his palms, was reddened by the fire. "Can't you see, Joseph, that it is all just an old wives' tale, told in every language? Every silly religion teaches the same thing. You talk to the Hindus from India and the Iranians from Persia, or for that matter, talk to the Greeks. They all have the same story of gods having children by mortal women." He paused, and when Joseph did not speak, he prodded his friend. "Don't you see?" "See what?" asked Joseph. He was showing unexpected stubbornness. "That you are making your decision on a fairy tale. You are living in a universal nonsense." Joseph leaned forward, and now the light was on his face. "In universal truth," he replied, with the same tranquil conviction that always annoyed Samuel with its force. "Even though some people worship these false gods and believe in myths, the Messiah will not come just for our people, but for all, for everybody."